Today, we're talking about a true sporting icon. I mean, a name that's bigger than the game of golf itself, Tiger Woods. His career has seen these unbelievable highs, some truly unimaginable lows, and what might just be the greatest comeback story of all time. So how do you even begin to wrap your head around a legacy like that? It's a question we ask about any legend, right? Is it just pure, raw talent? Is it their personality, the cultural impact they had? There are a lot of ways to slice it, but with Tiger, a really good place to start is with the raw, undeniable numbers. And when it comes to Tiger, the numbers are just, well, they're breathtaking. Let's start with this one. 82, that is how many PGA Tour events he's won. To put that in perspective, that's tied for the most wins of all time with the legendary Sam Snead. A record that stood for decades is now shared. And then you have the majors, the 4 tournaments that really define a golfer's entire career. Tiger's got 15 of them. That's second only to the great Jack Nicklaus. But as you're about to see, these incredible numbers, they're really just the first chapter of his story. So let's rewind. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Because before he was this global superstar, he was a child prodigy, someone who seemed destined for greatness from the moment he could walk. I mean, just look at this progression. He's on national TV putting with Bob Hope at 2 years old. By the time he's a teenager, he wins 4 straight junior world titles, something nobody had ever done. After a great run at Stanford, he turns pro at just 20, and really the entire sport of golf was about to be turned on its head. And this number right here shows you just how immediate that impact was. In 1997, at his very first Masters as a pro, he didn't just win, he absolutely annihilated the field by a record-breaking 12 strokes. A new era had officially begun. So after that incredible first Masters win, what followed was a period of dominance that the sport had just never seen before. For about a decade, Tiger Woods wasn't just the best golfer on the planet. He was playing a different game entirely. Okay, this number, 281, it represents just sheer mind-bending consistency. That's the record for consecutive weeks ranked as the world's #1 golfer. We're talking over 5 years straight, where nobody else could even touch him. Then, in 2000 and 2001, he did something so incredible it needed its own name, the Tiger Slam. He won all 4 major championships in a row, becoming the only player in the modern era to hold all 4 of those trophies at the same time. And if you need just one performance to really understand his dominance, just look at the 2000 US Open. He won by 15 strokes. 15! It is still the largest margin of victory in a major championship's history. It was just completely unreal. His opponents were just in awe. This quote came after the 2008 US Open, which Tiger won in this super dramatic playoff. But here's the crazy part. We found out later he did it all while playing on what was essentially a broken leg. It felt like the peak of his powers, a moment where he just seemed invincible. But from that incredible high came a fall that absolutely no one could have predicted. The invincible champion was, all of a sudden, painfully human. See, this is the image the world had of Tiger Woods. Confident, dominant, completely untouchable. He was the perfect athlete, with what seemed like the perfect life. And then, it all fell apart. In late 2009, that perfect image was just shattered. A public scandal involving his personal life erupted, and his career went into a complete tailspin. He took a break from golf, and honestly, nobody knew if the Tiger we once knew would ever come back. And while he was struggling personally, his body, the very thing that made him a champion, started to betray him. That explosive, powerful swing had taken a serious toll. What followed was just this brutal series of back surgeries, which ended with a spinal fusion, a procedure that most people thought would absolutely end his career for good. And this number, this pretty much sums it all up. The once unbeatable world #1 saw his ranking absolutely plummet. He fell all the way out of the top 1,000, down to number 1,199. For many, that was it, the end of the story. But it wasn't the end. What came next was a climb back from the abyss, a comeback that seemed to defy all logic, and one that now stands as one of the most inspirational stories in all of sports. So the climb back began in 2018. He was tentative at first, but then you started to see these flashes of the old Tiger. Then came the Tour Championship, his first win in 5 long years, and it was this huge, emotional breakthrough. But the ultimate test was still out there. Could he win another major?
And so the stage was set at the Masters, the very same tournament where his legend began 22 years earlier. The entire world was watching, just wondering, could the impossible actually happen? And he did it. He actually did it. 11 years after his last major victory, after the public scandal, after 4 back surgeries, Tiger Woods won the Masters again. The roar from that crowd, the hug with his kids, it was a moment that was so much bigger than sports. It was a testament to just pure, unbelievable resilience.
So, when we really look back at it all, his legacy is about so much more than just the wins and that incredible comeback. His very presence fundamentally changed the game of golf forever. He was so good, combining this raw power with an amazing short game in a way nobody had ever seen, that courses literally had to be redesigned just to try and contain him. They actually called it tiger-proofing. He wasn't just playing the game, he was changing the very ground it was played on. And his impact went way beyond the golf course. He inspired this new, more diverse generation of players and fans. That cultural significance was finally recognized in 2019. After that historic Masters win, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. It was a testament to his transcendent place in our culture. From the dizzying highs and the crushing lows to that impossible redemption, Tiger Woods has built a story for the ages, a story of talent, failure, and incredible perseverance that leaves all of us with one final, fascinating question.